Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our talk show, Blast from the Past. I'd like to introduce our host, Juan Adams.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our talk show. We have a very special guest and he is here to talk to us about our US Constitution. Isn't that fun? Anyways, our guest here isn't in his prime, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Anyways, welcome our very special guest, Mr. Woodrow Wilson. So, how are you doing, Mr. Wilson?
I'm great, thanks for asking.
Say, you don't quite look like how you do in your picture. Explain.
Well, when I'm doing all my work as the President of the United States, I have to be all uptight and always presentable. But when I'm at a low-end interview like this, I like to dress down to the occasion.
Wow, how thoughtful of you.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Alright, let's start off with an easy question. What is the craziest dare you ever took?
Oh, this is a good one. Well, a little bit ago, my friend dared me to make this league, if you will. We wanted to call it the League of Nations, and it was where a bunch of nations would come together to form a global superpower so that there'd be no more wars. The funny thing is, though, when we created it, we didn't even join in. We just let all the other countries do what they wanted with it.
Sounds like it was a great success.
But I do think it will lead to something greater in the future.
That's good to hear.
Something more united.
So answer this for me, Mr. President. What are the three branches of the government?
Oh, that's an easy one. There's the executive, the judicial, and the third one. We'll cut this. So there's the executive, judicial, and the legislative branch.
Okay. So, now for the harder one. Are you ready?
This will be a piece of cake. I'm Woodrow Wilson.
Alright. What do they do?
Can I talk to the teleprompter real quick?
Sure. Go ahead.
Let's see this. Well, sir, that's quite an easy question. The legislative makes and alters laws. The judicial evaluates those laws, and the executive carries out those laws.
Since you obviously answered those questions with such ease, why don't we move on to the next one? Who runs those branches?
Well, that's another really easy question, sir. The legislative is ran by Congress and the House of Representatives. The executive branch is ran by the president, the vice president, and the cabinet. And the judicial is ran by the Supreme Court and other courts.
Nice job.
Thank you.
So now that we went through the really difficult stuff, let's go on to some of the easier, more chill stuff. So, what are the qualifications for being president?
Well, to be president, I had to be at least 35 years old, I had to be a citizen of the U.S., and I had to have lived here for at least 14 years.
Okay. So, now for something more hot, what about the qualifications for judges?
It's kind of funny, actually. Judges don't need many qualifications. It just helps them a lot if they study law.
Okay. And the members of House?
Well, the members of House, they have to be at least 25 years old. They have to be a U.S. citizen for at least 7 years, and they have to live in the state that they represent.
Okay. Pretty interesting. Now let's get to something more personal. What was your craziest fashion trend?
Oh my gosh. Remember back what they used to wear in the old days? Back when there was only one president of the United States? The first one, George Washington? I wore that.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't get very popular reviews on that. So I had to go back to my fancy presidential attire.
It's a pretty interesting story. It's good to know another side of you that we've never seen before.
Feels good to share.
That's good. That's what we're all here for, right? So, here's what's gonna... Hey, camera dude, get over here. Alright, so here's what I'm planning. This is the question I'm gonna ask you next. Why was the U.S. structured this way?
How is the U.S. structured this way?
And I want you to go on a huge monologue that's very epic. And while he's doing that, I want you to go right. Is the camera still rolling?
Yeah.
Hurry up, turn it off.
They think this is a live show.
So, as final question of this interview, why do you think the government is structured the way it is?
Well, I can tell you what I think, or I can tell you what I know. And this is what I know. It all started back in Great Britain, when we were under the rule from the monarchy. We didn't like it. We were taxed high. We didn't get very many rights. So we decided to come to the new land, America now, the United States, but first the 13 colonies. We came here and we killed everybody. We built this government from the ground up. And to make it fair for everyone, we decided to implement the voting system so that every citizen can have their voice and all decisions made will be equal. We have checks and balances so that the executive, judicial, and legislative branches are all equal in power. And they'll make sure that no one exceeds, because we don't want a monarchy again. This is America.
And now, give it up for your host, Benjamin Spankin. Your guest, Woodrow Wilson. And not to forget the camera crew. Kind of forgot your name.